Hello to the gamers. You know what? It's Friday. Hello to the gamers and the non-gamers alike. We're gonna extend the olive branch today. It's an endless war. Gamers have always been at war with the non-gamers because it used to be like the non-gamers would pick the gamers up by the collar of their shirt and say, "Give me your lunch money, you nerd." But now I think I don't know. We're in like it's and then like the gamers now are like on the open comms. They're like, "Give me your lunch money, nerd." I don't know. It's all backwards now. My knowledge of contemporary high school dynamics comes from 21 Jump Street, which is a 12-year-old movie at this point. It's now older. Like the time difference between the release of 21 Jump Street and now is larger than the gap between when I was in high school and when 21 Jump Street came out. So I'm like, it's like the Cleopatra is closer to the aliens arriving than the pyramids being built thing that you always see on like Today I Learned. That's not even that, like, I mean, I graduated high school in 2006, and I think 21 Jump Street came out 2012. So at the time I was like, whoa, 6 years have passed. I wonder how high school has changed. Now I'm like, holy cow. Geez, 16 years have passed. I was in grade 6 in 2006. That's crazy because like that's when I graduated from high school, but now we're the same age. I will say I think that would be from a media standpoint, that would be a pretty good time to be in 6th grade. You're in grade 7 when Transformers comes out. I mean, that's peak Transformers age. That's the peak age to be like, this movie's cool as hell, but also you're still so emotionally juvenile that all the story beats that didn't hit adults actually hit you because you're just a simpler human being. You probably like almost cried when Sam Witwicky got blasted by Rimshot or whatever the hell the tank is called. I can't. Openly weeping in the second movie when Optimus Prime gets killed. Just kidding. Apparently he comes back or something. In 2006, I was in the 2nd grade. That shit is crazy. Because I was in the 2nd grade in like 1996. No, 1995. I know there were people, I was not the first person to enter the 2nd grade. But still, holy cow. I was in 6th grade. In 2006, I was in my dad's balls. That makes 2 of us. I was in high school in 2006. It was fine. I think it was pretty cool to be in. I mean, you can only know this post hoc, right? I think in hindsight, it was pretty cool to go to high school and college before smartphones really kicked off. Not because, like, oh, we were all doing crimes and nowadays they would be filmed, but I mean more like when you were just like at a party or just hanging out, people were like relatively present in the moment and also like not turning every second into content. I'm not anti-phone at all. I use a phone all the time, and I'm not. Don't take it a step further, because people, they say things like, "Oh, you know, don't let your baby become an iPad kid." I was talking yesterday about that Peppa Pig app that we got. She's doing like digital jigsaw puzzles on the iPad. And I was like, oh, I don't know if she should be using an iPad at her age. Like, that seems, in my head, without thinking about it for 3 seconds, I'm like, oh, that seems like a bad thing for her to be doing. And then I'm like, well, what if I turn off the iPad? I'm just going to take her upstairs and we're going to be doing some physical jigsaw puzzles. Like, it's the same thing. I'm not going to let her watch Coco Melon, like, on her own in the high chair, but still. If she's using, like, a digital coloring book, I'm like, this is good. This is, like, as good as a regular coloring book, maybe better because there's not a bunch of cleanup. The tactile aspect is very different. Come on. I've seen what you posted in pre-chat, Newspire. I'm not taking parenting advice from you. No offense. You're too much of a lore master. A man can't be master of 2 domains, okay? You're asking me questions about like 2013 era NLSS memes that have been buried for a whole decade, and then you're like, by the way, here's my advice on parenting. I'm sorry. I don't think that you're an authoritative source. I think you're basing it on assumption rather than experience, okay? +2, roasted. I mean, I went straight for the soul there. I apologize. But anyway, I'm just saying, it was like a good era. I remember here's like, I mean, life can change a lot in 10 years. I remember getting annoyed with Malf because we'd like go hang out. He would come visit me at my university or I'd go visit him and he would bring his digital camera. And I'm like, come on, dude. I'm just trying to like eat a greasy breakfast here. I don't want to have my photo taken and then later uploaded to, I don't even know, Photo Bucket or something, or made into like a Facebook image. Nowadays, people be taking photos like nonstop. So we've come a long way. It's very it definitely seems quaint.